Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at another knife, and I can't believe I haven't reviewed this yet because this knife lives in my pocket almost every day since I've bought it. This is the Buck Colleague, and if you don't know the brand Buck, it's kind of like your Uncle Jerry's knife. It's a brand that's been around for an incredibly long time. They have a huge history in knives, especially here in the United States, and it comes with a really great warranty. This is one that I picked up. Gosh, it has to be a year or two ago. I mean, feel like I have had this knife forever, and it lives in my little like your third pocket, that little pocket in your jeans that you never put anything in, like no coins or anything like that. That is what this pocket is for. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I've got a lot of knife reviews. I've got a extensive knife collection that I'm reviewing. And this is one that I'm disappointed I haven't taken a look at yet. It's a very small knife. Again, fits in that little coin pocket in your jeans. Here it is next to my watch. This is a Seiko, a little custom Seiko that we'll be taking a look at a little bit later today. Here it is next to a dollar, because that's all I have kind of laying around. So it's a very, very small thing. And it disappears in your pocket wonderfully. It's completely made out of brushed stainless steel, which looks great. It's got a little frame lock here that will get it out of the way. But it's a very small knife, you know, the size of your finger, basically. But I mean, it's perfect for doing everything you wouldn't want to do with a much nicer knife. That's why I really carry this knife, so that you don't whip out this big scary, you know, $500 pocket knife, and that's so you don't muck it up. And two, you know, it's a little bit nicer at the office to be able to take this out and, you know, cut up your lunch rather than, you know, you just whip out a Spyderco or some big scary looking Benchmade or something like that. This has a little back spacer, which I kind of like, wraps all the way around the back here, which is nice. It's almost like a brown color. I'm not sure how they chose the color for that, but that's really the only piece in here that is not made out of stainless steel. The blade here is nothing to brag about. It's HC420 high carbon steel, made in China, so nothing to write home about. But it certainly gets the job done. Everything from opening packages to cutting open those plastic clamshell packages you get at the store to cutting up your lunch. I mean, this thing is an absolute workhorse, and it stays sharp. Buck's warranty is great. They have a forever warranty. So this is straight from their website. We warranty each and every Buck knife to be free from defects in material and workmanship for the life of the knife, and will repair or replace with a new knife at our option any Buck knife that is defective. Buck Knives does not warranty its products against normal wear, misuse, or product modifications. And then it says Buck knives are not intended to be used as hammers, chisels, pry bars, or screwdrivers. I definitely agree with that. Sometimes we all keep our knives in our pocket, and it seems to be the end-all tool. But it only takes one pry or one, you know, I can get this little screw open to snap the tip off of there or something like that. So it's important to sort of know the limits of the everyday carry items that you'll carry. The price, and again, this is from Buck's website here in 2020. They have it for $20. It's like $20.40. I want to say I got this for much less. I want to say this was like $15 maybe, and that's probably all that I'd pay for it. It's a much smaller knife, but honestly, if you're in the knife community, you know the pain of carrying a big expensive knife, and you certainly don't want to muck that up, but you like to keep it in your pocket, just like, you know, if you're a watch collector. Boy, it's nice to have you know, a AP or a Patek Philippe or one of those crazy brands, not necessarily like a Rolex or an Omega or something like that, but boy, it's awful nice to just throw a Seiko on or something like that to not goof up your nice knives and your nice watches in your collection. That's where this comes in. So this lives in my pocket just about every day. It's a knife that I think a lot of people should give a try, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this knife, and you'll be surprised at how often you'll be using it. Everything from cutting little strings on clothing, to cutting up your lunch at the office, to slicing into a package. This is certainly a knife. This is really my go-to knife rather than some of the nicer ones that I carry around. So Buck Colleague, it's great. I think everyone should carry one. And if you do own one of these, I don't know, maybe dislike this video so I can get an idea of how many people own one of these as well, because these things are great. So stay around, guys. Again, we're taking a look at a lot of stuff. Just got done taking a look at a couple firearms here from this. Take a look at that watch that I had shown earlier. So stick around. Plenty of stuff to look at. Thanks for hanging around.